What up? Hope it's not too windy and that you can hear the ducks over there on the lake. Let's check them out. There's ducks over there. So I wanted to talk about diversity and inclusion. It's a big topic at my current company, and I was talking to some friends, and they were saying, hey, like sometimes I'm uncomfortable, I'm not sure how to, what should I say, what should I not say, I don't want to, in German they say, I hope I don't say this wrong, like in a Fettnäpfchen eintreten. You step in this tray of fat. It's like what's the French word for that? Like a faux pas. So, yeah, and we were talking about this, and I remember I think one of the only times I ever felt discriminated against in Germany was when someone was a friend of mine who's very politically correct and in this sort of, really left sphere of things, was like, have you ever felt, have you ever been discriminated against as a POC? And I'm like, what the hell is a POC? It's like person of color. And another friend of mine was also there, and then he starts laughing, and I'm like, not until now I didn't, and this idea of so what's happening there, right, is that again it's creating this boundary, and like this, look, you're this other thing and I'm not, and that's exactly the whole issue. Like, people want to feel part of the group, we want to be normal, or like treated as individuals for who I am, seen for my qualities and my merits and what I bring to the table, and not for some concept that I represent. So in this specific case, race, but even my talents, my skills, the degree I have is supposed to represent, knowledge or sort of the skill that I have, but oftentimes people who are very skillful who don't have a degree are unfortunately looked over. Yeah, I digress. So this, like context is actually the key factor, right? Like telling people rules, they love rules in Germany. Like there's this word also I learned, Rechtspositismus, like that you put a lot of weight in law. And this is also kind of a silly thing, because following a blind rule, like you can never take into account all the different effects and the context, and is this the wrong decision or the better decision, and so on. And hey, if I say someone is black or white or yellow, or what really matters is not the word that I use to describe them, but of course we should try and improve our language so that we do not have negative side effects. But the main part is getting the intention right. Because if my heart is in the right place and I say, some things that maybe get perceived as racist, that is not nearly as bad as someone who knows the right language, but they are in themselves, in their hearts, either, I think that, against, it's not just about against a race or something, but against classes of people. Instead of seeing people as the individual for who they are and treating someone who's being a dick, treating them and like, hey man, that's not good. It's like speaking up against that, regardless of, race or affiliation or anything like that. So really seeing the person for their merit is, for me, I think the key concept of all of this. Like, drop identifiers, drop group affiliations. Yes, they are useful, they have their benefit, but what we really want to do is to find and empower good behavior, and to speak up and to invalidate when we see people in the public doing negative things. And I hope that's not too much for one video. I'll probably just leave it at that for now. I hope people find that somewhat helpful. Probably the core of this is like, if you find you're feeling like a hesitation or not sure how to behave, how to treat people, you should listen to that hesitation and look inward, reflect on that. Where does that come from? Try and find a new strategy for dealing with it. Maybe talk about it to other people. Therapy is a great way to do this. There are books as well. So the hesitation is a good thing. It's telling you there's something you don't know, and maybe you should take that seriously. Avoiding the topic completely is not the right answer either, but listen to the warning signs the body gives you and learn from them and prepare for battle. In a sense, you don't rush into the jungle without being prepared. So self-growth is the key.